Ahoy divers, and welcome back to Deep Dive Gaming. I am the Mariner, and we are back for more satisfactory gameplay with Satisfactory. Ahoy Twitch, ahoy YouTube, ahoy Rumble, that's it. Ahoy Mojo, and ahoy Mariner Kitty. She is down that way. And we are back. So I've been a little bit busy. So remember last time we were playing with Alumina while I got the conveyors run down to here, and I got a stack of, there's 5 smelters each on those levels, and they're going to be putting out alumina ingots. Wow, really? Oh, that's right. I must have saved right before that went off the first time. Okay. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, I think, tear down this platform and just like most of this platform, and then collect the alumina ingots into a truck stop that will transport it south to this copper ore location, unless I can find a better one within range, because I found an alternate recipe. Let me see if it'll show up here. Alumina, I may have to unlock it. Okay, I might have to. So there's all-clad alumina sheet, which is the only way to get alumina sheets. It's ingots plus copper. But there's another recipe. Yeah, I don't see it here. I'm going to have to unlock it. But there's another recipe that's ingots plus copper to make alkali casing. So I figured we might as well unlock both of those. Or get them both unlocked and then ship all the alumina over to a copper node for production into the final product. But in the meantime, I realized if I'm going to do that, I need to have fuel. So what I've done is I need fuel for the tractors. So what I've done is I've got a coal mine or coal node tapped over there. Sulfur node tapped over here. And then I figured since I'm going to be trucking in coal, sulfur and coal anyways, I might as well get a sulfuric acid production started. And then we've got the compacted coal that I've got routed back over here to combine with heavy oil residue to make turbo fuel, because that's also an alternate recipe. 1 second. Figures as soon as I start talking, my nose starts dripping. But anyway, so the heavy oil fuel will be supplied by these guys. I'm tapping a pure oil node, which is probably a little overdoing it, but I'll use that for other things later on, like generators or something. But yeah, we got a couple of guys here to make plastic, with the heavy oil residue being the output. I combine those pipes underneath to feed that, and then the plastic goes into a constructor, which makes empty canisters, which then go to the blender, which you can't, not blender, packager over here that you can't see. The packager will put the turbo fuel in the canisters and store it for us. And then I'm going to route the fuel back all the way over to here to use for the my brain is quitting on me, to use for the truck stop. So that's how we're going to fuel that. So it's been a bit of a circular operation, because there's so much and then I ran power from up there, from over here, to do all that. I found out that this can't run everything over here, so I had to run power from up there down here, but that seemed to be enough. So, one last thing that I have not done yet is I'm also making gunpowder. And the gunpowder is going to also go into a refinery using heavy oil residue to make smokeless powder. So I figured I would set that up once I got the stream started. Save something for you guys. So I need to leave enough space because we're going to put a pipe in the floor here. Yeah, 1 coal, 1 sulfur for smoke, for gunpowder. Gunpowder goes into here. I did this once before the stream. Then I realized I goofed up some things, and so I figured I'd do some debugging at the same time as I fix this. So I'll show you the alumina. I think I showed you the alumina plant last week or last time. I think I did. But well, yeah, we're gonna turn on the coal and the sulfur mines and get this stuff producing, and then we'll go worry about the alumina. Okay, so we need this thing to go here. Oh, and one of the YouTubers I watch for satisfactory content, they put out a video today covering how to do all the recipes to do, or the best recipe to do nuclear pasta. I don't know if I'm following it or not, and I'm not starting over again. So we'll just have to wait and see. And I think, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is actually feed the smokeless powder directly into a dimensional depot, because I don't think I need that much. I'm certainly not going to be using it very often. Let's do this. Whoops. Let's do this really quick. Pardon me. So there's a bunch of recipes under sulfur that this will allow me to unlock. There's that one. There's that one. That one I can't do yet. Actually, I might could do that one because I've got everything. I've got the plutonium or uranium cells, I think. So we'll go ahead and just add this. We may have to go fetch those, but I think we can do it. We can also do this one. But the shiny ones are going to be... Let's see, did I turn that one on? Explosive rebar. Yeah, we did that one. So the shiny ones are the rifle. That'll give us a rifle and rifle ammo. Rifle and that plus the turbo fuel will give us the turbo rifle ammo. And then this one, as an aside, we won't worry about until we get the ionized or the rocket fuel figured out, which will require us shipping out some turbo fuel, I think, to mix with nitric acid, with the nitrous. I think it's going to get shipped out over to here and mix and use that to make our rocket fuel. That's going to be at a later date. But that's what I've been up to. How's your day going, Mojo? Let's see. Oh, I need to attach this underneath, which means I need to make a hole under here, because I've been working on making this look feasible. Go ahead and take that out. That doesn't need to be there right now. Busy but unproductive. Oh no. See, actually, I think I will run this over to here because I punched a hole through and it did not look pretty. So I'm going to run it this way, I think. Still not going to look pretty because the pipe is going to clip with the ground. But if we do something like this, or if we do something like, this may not just work. I don't see a better way of doing it though. Let's see. I think we might run out here and then around. Whoops. Let's see. That's going to clip with the wall. We can have partially bury the pipe. I don't object to that vision as much as I object to clipping through solid steel. We can just say that we partially buried the pipe. I know this looks goofy, but I can't do anything about it. And then we can go boop. Actually, we'll do a clean set of pipes. That way it'll look cleaner. Not as gaudy. Oops, actually, I could have done that a bit higher, couldn't I? Going to make expanding the oil rig a little interesting when we need to later on, but in the end, I think we'll be okay. There. That's not as bad. And come to think of it, now that I've thought of that, we can probably do it over here as well. Missed the rock because it doesn't make sense to clip it through a rock. But in there. I think that'll be okay. Okay, so that means that is now going to receive the heavy oil residue and the black powder. Need to make sure this thing is powered. I don't think it has power. It does not have power. There. Now it has the power. Oh, and I realized why I heard this, why I blew a fuse. Because this is hooked up. Or not, no longer hooked up. But we're going to tear this out anyways. So stand by. Oops, that was a bit too far. kind of sad that I'm ripping these out. It took me a long time to figure out how to get it all set up after the last stream. But I think we have a better solution in mind anyways. It will produce more alclad. It'll produce more casings for us in the long run. So I think it's worth the effort. I had to do it, like I said, I had to do it anyway for the sheets, so I might as well do it for both. Super, please. Thank you. So yeah, this how this works is it's a solid metal pillar base, small frame pillar pushed up one, another pillar pushed up one, and then another support pushed up one slot. That's how we build that. But yeah, this is all I've done so far today is worked on this. Alright, so let's go ahead. Whoops. Can this reach? Will this reach? Nope. Let's see, is there a better way to do this? Ooh, actually, I think there might be. If we do a power tower here. Face the right way. That up there, because I think that's the best power pole to hook that up to. Or we could put one here, I guess. It's not really necessary. Anyways, okay, so we'll do that, and then I'm thinking, to quote the thinker, whoops, I'm gonna need different fuel type. I'll just climb the ladder. Ladder. Boing. So we can eliminate this one. I think we can eliminate that one. Eliminate that one. We might, if you can see it, there's a power tower right there. And we might be able, I don't think it's going to have enough range to allow us to go straight from here to there. But it's worth the effort to try. And then if it doesn't, we've got a couple of intermediary levels we can shoot for. Ah. We have to go. Oops. And ow. Maybe we should go up there and then try it from the other direction. Yeah, that channel I was watching earlier that did the nuclear pasta recipes. Man, there's just so much There are some very simple recipes that you can use to make the various components, but it's the number of the components that's a daunting task when it comes to nope, I don't think that's gonna quite reach, so we'll put it intermediate here. But it's just the number of parts needed to make the nuclear pasta. And then he was also like, he had put everything together with the idea that he'd make 10 per minute. I'm like, dude, you're nuts. And the resource requirements for even 10 nuclear pastas a minute is huge. Like he was looking at like hundreds of constructors and various other machine types. And where's that? Okay, there's that. Now, can I climb you and have it get the range on the others? How much nuclear pastas do you need in order to run the machinery per minute, though? Nuclear. It's nuclear. Well, the machines are needed to make the nuclear pasta. There we go. I mean, once you have the nuclear pasta is used to make project parts. They're not you needed to run anything. Although I think you need nuclear pasta to also make stuff, like to make the machines that will allow you to make future project parts. And then I think they're used for certain project parts as well. But it's usually, I think, only 1 per minute or 1 per however many. So like the base unit, the minimum manufacturing for some of the level tier 9 parts is the fraction per minute. Like 0.8 or 0.6 or 0.5 per minute. So theoretically you would only need half of a pasta per minute for each of those things, or maybe 1 pasta per minute for each of those things. All right, so I think we're ready to go. Still, 'tis a lot, and I'm like, whoa. I can barely wrap my brain around it. It's so much. We can actually hook up a. No, we don't need to do a power tower just to reach the sulfur. Oops. But yeah, it's a multi-hour project just to get the nuclear pasta going. Because you need to make all the different factories to make all the stuff. I'm not looking forward to yet again having to do heavy modular frames, but I think we're edging towards practicality when it comes to how we're doing this. Now that we've got things separated out into different zones, like I've got my, where is it? I've got my copper works copper powder up here being made. I've got steel production over here. I'll probably rework this once I've got more copper works figured out, because where's that copper node? It should be over here. Do I not have? I wonder. Yeah, and I wonder if that's shorted. There it is. Yep, I had accidentally shorted out the radar tower. So there's the copper node we're aiming for. I just don't see a better option that within tractor range. We got some impure nodes over here. I mean, we got a pure node over here. We could, if we wanted to run a train out there, we could do that. I don't know. We've got level 3 miners now, so we should be able to get a lot of copper out of that mine. But we are short of 3 of these things. Fused modular frame. We have no production for fused modular frame going at the moment, so I'm like, and I can't make that on my own. I need nitrous gas. Or nitrogen gas, so I may have to go hunting. Find some crash sites and see if there's any left behind. So let's go ahead and get the sulfur tapped. And we'll go get the coal tapped. Get that production going at least. I think it's 200. I think it's 240 per minute on a normal with level 3. Yeah, because the normal level 1 is 60. That means the normal level 2 is 120, which means 240. So, but I think we need all 240 because of the amount of ingots we're getting. It's like 72 times, it's like 720. Okay, I did that part good. Yep. Oops, did that not connect? Or it did connect, but no power. Why do I not have power? Oh, I think I know why I don't have power. Because that's also hooked up to a power switch. Because I had done this wrong. Oh well, I think that we're far enough along that we can do. And I'm going to debug and resave. And then I think, what was it? I don't, I can't remember if I had any bugs or if it was just slow because it had to go up. It had to get piped all the way over here and then up. And then this one, so this one is creating alumina solution, piping it into here, and mixing with the coal to make ingots, or to make aluminum scrap and not putting water. That water goes down via pipe into these guys, and then these guys will pull in bauxite and then output aluminum scrap, which goes into here, which these will put out more scrap and more water, which feeds back into these. So like bip, 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 and then bip, 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 which then loops. Okay. So I think if we flip this switch, yeah, that's on a switch, that's on a switch. Let's make sure this switch is off. That way we don't have to turn on the alumina quite yet. But that means we get our coal now and our water, which we might as well let that pipe and pump and accumulate. Then we'll make sure the rest of this is going. And then we'll also figure out our routing for our tractor. Yeah, I don't need to answer that. Okay. So, like I said, sulfur is coming in. It's getting spat out into alumina. And then this packaging is also coming over here. At least it ought to be. Yeah, it should be coming through this splitter. It was not. Actually, I just did that the most inefficient way I possibly could, didn't I? We should come off of this splitter over to here. Okay. And then this should be our smart splitter. This should be overflow, any to the left, any to the right. That's better. And then any overflow of the alpha or the sulfuric acid gets pumped into a awesome sink. Any extra canisters, same thing. Okay, so now we're just waiting for I think this to start producing, or this to start producing the compacted coal, which it is doing, or at least it's just starting up doing. Cool. Alright, so then that's going to come over here into there and start producing the turbo fuel, which will go into here. Now we just got to figure out how to get the turbo fuel from over here back over there. Oops. Really, dude? Really, dude? It would have been, I think, more convenient to send it off this way, but actually, I guess we could just put a splitter here, couldn't we? This splitter is not meant to go anywhere but to the sink. So if we do a splitter here, it's going to have to be another smart splitter. And then I think we're going to have to make this any and any. And then this, any and overflow. And then we'll raise it up. How far will you go? About that far. Okay, now we just got figured out the truck stop. So yeah, like I said, there's going to be 720 getting spat out here. I want to look at something. How many? Oh, we still need that recipe. Whoops. So this is a 3-1 prospect. 3 alumina ingots for every 10 copper. So 720 divided by 30, that's still going to be, whoo! That's still going to be 24. If we overclocked, that's still making 12. What's the maximum we can do here? 75. Whoops. 720 divided by 25. No, 75, sorry. 9.6. That's better. It's not an even split though. So if we go 70, 60, let's see. Might be, yeah, if we do 72, then that's 10. 10 is doable. So it's 10 assemblers running at 25 per minute. That's 250. We're 10 shy. But I think if we do, we can look around and see if we got the materials we need while this all grinds away. We can look around and see if we can get the material for a Mark III. But even if we can't, I think if we do a Mark II overclocked, we can still achieve 250 copper ingots per minute. Let's see, I need to do. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? Because I'd like to revisit some of the old hard drive or crash sites to see if I can find any of what we're looking for, but those are no longer searchable through the whatchamacallit. Let's see, babe. We are looking for alclad casings. There we go. Oh, and I just realized our math is going to be poor because we got another problem. We're trying to do two things at once. So we got the alclad alumina sheet. It's going to be 30 per minute. So if we're doing it, that translates into 10. So 5 for this, which means, so if we overclock, to 72 per minute. It's 24 ingots per minute for that recipe. Ouch. 180 per minute. We may only need to make one of these. Because at this overclock level, we're putting out 200. Even base clock speed, we're putting out 112.5 per minute of the casing. So that means we may not need to make as many assemblers as I think we do. Which could mean we may not have a copper problem. Let's see. Are we getting our smokeless powder yet? Yes, we are. How many stacks of smokeless powder do we get? Oh, perfect. We get up to 500, so that's nice. Okay. So I think all of this is running. Trying to think the best way to hunt for those final few thingamabobbers that we need. Wait, do we need any for the fuel rod? No. I don't think we need any for that either. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I should do some looking around here. Oh, I don't have enough oomph with this fuel. I miss my turbo fuel. I'm trying to burn up the remainder, what I have of the normal fuel to get out of my inventory. So I think I'll go ahead and, where's my thing? I'll get out my interactive map. I won't need to load my save into it because I'm just looking for collectibles. I can find all the ones nearby off of this, I think. Or just find them in general. Let's turn off the resource nodes too while we're at it. Okay. So, let's see. There's one. Actually, I may have already ripped it out. There's one over here. Yeah, this guy I already pulled out. So, we should probably... Greatest density is actually to the north. So, we'll go that way. I think I've probably already pulled all the hard drives out, but we can see if there are any of those frames available. Also gonna need to make a bunch of nobelisks to do the research eventually. So yeah, I was thinking about it, and I really feel like when you get to phase 4, you're only halfway through the game. Or just slightly less than halfway through the game. Because of all the work that's required for phase 4 and 5. See, we gotta go, still gotta go north. Ah. And I'm still determined to get through to the end of the game. Hey, there's one. I have to switch to nitro to get to it, but we'll try here. Whee! Nope, we're good. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and collect all the stuff. Sadly, none of it appears to be what we need. We'll go ahead and break it all down. Just so that we don't get false hope that we've got a site. I should have dumped some stuff into that. Awesome sink. We still got some space though. If you think I can produce an awesome sink and dump a bunch of stuff into it and then move on. A couple of games we've gotten to a certain point and felt overwhelmed and I just stopped playing. I honestly don't want to do that with this game. There are a bunch of players online who like will spend hours, hundreds of hours on the game and never actually finish. I think of them as the Fallout players of Satisfactory. And I don't want to be one. I finished Fallout 4 a few times. I even finished Fallout 4 Sim Settlements 2. I can finish this game. Or get to the end of the main quest. However way you want to think about it. It's just gonna take me a while. Heck, update 1.1 may release before I actually get it accomplished. Where am I? I may have already pulled that out. No, it's on the ground below me. Okay. It is right down there somewhere. So we will fall to our doom. Ow. It actually should be just over there. So it looks like I might have gotten it already. Okay, so there's one to the north. I think actually, nope, that's just bauxite. Okay. I'm going to pick it up since it's here. Keep telling myself I'll go back, but have yet to do so. Yeah. I have that problem with Baldur's Gate. I'm like, I want to start this game. I want to play this game. And then I'm like recalling French fried toast working on it on her stream. And I'm like, there's so much to that. And I'm also like, want to find a good guide so that I just can play through it once and not miss anything. But the good guides take time to be made. So I may be waiting a little bit longer. I think I've probably got that one because it's right there. Might be on that lip though. I think it's up on that cliff. Act 3 is so daunting. Yeah. That's why I'm like... Like, if I had the dedication for Baldur's Gate 3 that I have for this game and for Fallout, I would probably have finished it by now. But in reality, it's not my kind of game. I'm not big on... I mean, I'm big on story type games, but I've gotten to the point where I can't do long stories. There's another one up there. Right there. So where's this one? I'm trying to find. Oh, it's this way. It's on that lip, not this lip. There are a few comprehensive guides for BG3. A couple of them are posted in the Steam community page. Yeah. I also have a coworker who's been into this game, or into Baldur's Gate 3, and knows where everything is. I've kind of been bugging them to make a guide, because I've been trying to encourage them to, like, put their knowledge to use because of how often and how many different ways they've played Baldur's Gate 3. I may have already taken that apart. I'm not seeing it on this lip. I don't think it's on the lip above, but I guess we can check. Whoops, I just saw it. Rubber. Okay, so it's either we've teared it down or it is on the next level up. Or it's on one of these mushroom things. But yeah, I just feel like with the amount of time she spends on her games and how quickly she can run through them, she'd be a great guide, or be able to make a great guide for Baldur's Gate 3 and some of the other games she makes. But I'm not pushing too hard because it is her free time. Run through game making guide or two. Very, that's also true. Okay, I think I'm gonna run over there and grab that one. I guess one can say that there are those who write guides and there are those who read guides. Alright, so there was nothing here for me. Unless it's hiding in the bushes, but I don't think so. Alright, next one. Whoops. Next one is up top of this. I thought it was up top of this. Am I on the wrong side? Yes. How did I get over here? That did not show up on the... That particular guy did not show up on the map. Weird. Can read, write music, even transpose. I couldn't teach somebody how to do it though. That's a fair assessment. Oh, I see one over there. And since I've never actually sat down to try and make a guide, well, at least as far as like writing one down, I did my Sim Settlements 2 playthrough guide, but that was pretty much just a like, go here, do this, go here, do this, go here, do this. I didn't go into detail about like all the secret hidden stuff that there is. So, but even that was difficult for me. It's like I lost energy once I started streaming it. I was like, I don't want to go back to just making YouTube videos. Making the YouTube videos is hard. So, whoops. Oh, 70, not 60. I guess I never recovered this one. Yeah. It wasn't technically hard, it was just time consuming. Okay, so we did that one. I feel like they have moved, because there should be another one up here, unless it's underneath this platform. Except for the fact that people expect polished pre-recorded gameplays anymore. I would probably record a gameplay and post it. Yeah! I think the problem we have, Mojo, is that we're both game players. I mean, we kind of need to find someone who doesn't want to play the games but is happy editing, polishing up other people's recordings. I bet that someone like that's hard to find though. Totally not a production crew. I mean, we've got mad skills at doing stuff, but like we can both do things well. If we do something, we're going to do it well. I must have gotten this one already. But we're just... Why make videos about the game when we can be playing said game? That's the trick. If we ever find someone who likes editing more than they like playing video games, we may have our answer, or we may have our solution. But until that day, also we'd have to be able to afford to pay them. Until then, it's just us, yeah? We'll have to have our unpolished gameplay. me with the live streams. Did you ever get around to publishing some of your gameplay on YouTube, or did you drop the idea or just not have enough time? Not yet. Okay. Well, when you get around to it, you definitely drop links in the chat. So if anyone is watching us, they can go check it out. I need to go that way-ish. I exactly found time between Dragon Age, the series, and Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Meow. I still need to play that game. Where am I? I need to be over. It looks like it should have been over here. So it looks like I might have gotten this one already. Unless it's on a higher level. Like maybe up there. In between 3 different dragons. Are you still bouncing back and forth between the 3 games? I bet you're all sorts of lore confused. Origins 2. Well, yeah, I know the 3 games, but you're still like bouncing around between them. You're not focused on one to the end and then. And Awakening. Forget about Awakening. I still don't count Awakening. Like, I really need to, like, bite the bullet and, like, watch some gameplay video of it. But the whole reason I wanted that game to come out was because of Dreadwolf. And if Dreadwolf was taking care of early game, then it's like, why bother? Just bouncing for the most part, yeah. I think I must have torn it down already. So I'm not finding it. So let's head east. Head towards the desert. That's east over that way. We got a ways to go, but the higher we can start off, the better off we'll be. So let's go this way. Oof, see if we can make this. Made it. I'm gonna collect all these guys. We have plenty of power shards. I've concluded we can't have enough, especially now that we're starting to more often overclock things. I need to head in the beds. That's a thought I just had. Maybe what I'll do, if I can get to the end of the story for this game, take a break and jump into Avatar. There it is. Looks like I may not have actually visited this guy yet. Yep, I need some sheets. How many sheets do I need? Need 57. Don't know if I have that many. Walking, talking guide to Avatar has been... yeah. I could definitely ask her when we get there. She's played the game lots. Better than the in-game Hunter's Guide? Cool. Alright, so let's get out of this radiation. And let's see, do we want to go north to one that I possibly have not unlocked yet, or south to ones that I probably have? I want to go south to the ones I probably have so I can clear them off of my list. Make sure that I've gotten all the materials off of them I possibly can. So that is going to be about here. So we're going to have to do some tower jumping across towers here, I think. Ooh, that radar tower does not look like it's on. I'm seeing flashing red. But the thing is over that way. I mean, it looks... yeah, it's off somehow, but it's not like I need it on because I've got radar tower here, radar tower here. I think this one's running. Nope, not that one. I think it's in the middle of an overlap zone, so it's not a big deal. We'll maybe need the power at some point, so let's see, where's the, there it is. Hiya! Can we make it? Can we make it? I may have to have parachute on. Oh no. Where's my uh-oh. I'm not wearing a parachute. No! Well, goodbye. Oh, I lived. Yeah. Something about falling when you've got a jetpack means you're immune to death by fall. At least you'd have to be a ridiculous amount of you couldn't expect to fall to not die after a ridiculous distance of falling, but as long as you're not like too high, things don't get too bad. Hello. Five-story fall, you're good. 10-story fall, there might be issues. Nope, we're gonna have to create ourselves an awesome sink and sink some awesome stuff. And get some plastic on our person. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to can pick those up. Oh, there's plastic right here. Perfect. I can upload some. Nice. Okay, now let's go ahead and demolish. And then... where am I? I am on this platform here. The next one is... over there somewhere. Looks like there's some space over here to make an awesome sink, so we will do that. Oh, dang, we've also got our smokeless powder quota met. So let's do some of that research too, if we can. So we need to have... smokeless powder, rebar. We've never actually made the rebar. We might be in a bit of a... no, we've got plenty of stuff for that. But we do need to get this unlocked first. So that's rubber and motors. Actually, let's see if we can upload any more stuff. Circuits. Nope. Let's sort this into better order here. We'll go ahead and upload that. Upload these for now. We'll get them back later. Upload those maybe. Nope. Upload these maybe. Upload the concrete. I didn't think so. Silica. Oh, hey, there we go. Or that was a quartz crystal, rather. Nope, no quick wire. Copper, no. Heat sinks will probably let us upload them. Some at least. Upload those for now. Upload those for now. Nope, I guess we're full on that. Okay, I think the rest we can send into Awesome Sync. But we can download rubber. What else do we need? Motors. We need more motors. Or was it rotors? I think it was motors. Uh-oh. We may have to manufacture some motors. Yeah. Oh, we can... should totally be able... well, actually, that... for... what I'm thinking, we need to actually have that. There's that. Okay. I think we're gonna have to make some motors, which means we still need this. And hopefully we've got enough. Might not have enough. We can make more rotors and stators. If we need to finish this off, but we need 100 motors. Oh, you know what I should be doing? I should be continuing my quest. Because some of these other sites... Oh, I made a second one. Whoopsie. Some of these other sites may have what I need, so I can do that. Where am I? That guy looks like he is... looks like he's on this mountain, so I need to go around. Yeah, I need to go up there, I think. No, I need to go up there. So I think I might have this one done already. Nope, I do not. No motor. And hey, we got that. Okay, I think we should do an awesome sync before we keep going here. Oops. There's one still to the south, southeast. I think we've got power down there. No, but yeah, I think it's time for an awesome sinking time. And then while we burn up those, we can maybe just sit and make some motors while it's using up resources. So we need an we need an awesome sink. Yeah. We need we'll do normal storage here. Go ahead and figure out what all we can recycle. That, I think. These, those, that. These, those, that. These, those, that. 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 Those, this, that. Okay, that's a good start. Hopefully we don't need any of this. Whoops. This should go on this side. So besides the saving the human race plot, what's to keep a person from just making the planet home and calling it a day? Well, nothing that I can see. But they don't give you any recipes for building a house or furniture, so you need the hub. If you need a place to say, you probably should build the hub. But then Ada's got direct access to your brain that way, so I don't know if that's a desirable solution or not. Once you have the hub, you're good. Yeah, probably. You might also have to do research on the local flora and fauna in order to be able to get the tools you need to fend them off or eat them. I would not be the one to depend on human. Yeah, me too. I'd be like going, you know what, I'm good. I got food, I got water, I got indoor plumbing, I got toys I can play with. How are we doing on burning things up here? Oh, we're still on it. Okay. Can actually dump a few more things in. Ow, ow, ow. Look at them fly. Look at the big ass spider. Big giant spider. Pardon my French. All right. South. It's down by this here. If then you got me. Oh, hello. Oh, for want of binoculars. There it is. Whee! Splush. Oh, this one needed superposition oscillator, something I do not yet have. And I think I tore down... Oh, nope, there's something. Picked everything else up around it, I think. But did not... Oh, there's something. You know what? I think I'm going to fly up there and see if there was anything left. Nope. Okay. Every time you say, we can fly, my brain immediately plays the scene from Disney Peter Pan. He can fly, he can fly, he can fly. That's what, honestly, that's what my brain goes to. so there's another one up here that I think I might have picked up. Ooh, look, another mesosphere. Whoops, we should probably get closer before we try and float. No, come on. Up.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
We're trying.
Defile the scripture.
All my chocolate syrup went to the bottom of my... Oh, no. That's why whenever I'm drinking hot chocolate or chocolate milk, I usually have a spoon. Do a quick stir before I slurp some more. Let's see, I think it's right here. Yep, right here. I don't think I've collected this one. I do use a spoon, fork, or knife, but I usually put... Oh. Let's see, I should probably just blow these guys up because they are eating through my... Have a good night, Mojo. Say hi to Minnie for me. Whoops. I am out of nobelisks. I should make some more. We need to make 700 at some point here soon. Well, we'll just do the 20 we need for right now. First I throw too weak, then I throw too strong. Hopefully this one's just right. Nope. Well, I guess they were both effective. This one wasn't, though. Eh. There we go. Ha! And I have not opened this one yet. Somebody steals spewing spores. There we go. Okay, so that one is dealt with. There's one out by the coast. Might as well go look at that one. We'll head back inland. Heck, we're so close, we might as well just make the last 5 motors and call it good. But I want to collect some more hard drives while we're at it anyways. Ooh, summer sloop. We should collect that as well. Boing. Ooh, look at that. There's some nodes out here. Wonder what quality? Pure? It's a pure iron node. I wonder if that's a pure copper node. It'd be awesome if this had what we needed. Ah. Ugh. Thought I saw plates or something. Oh, hello. There they are. Alright, what do we need to open you? Hi, Manaki. Let me minimize this for a second. Oops. Okay, bring it back up so I can see my map. Alright, I think it's time to head south. Oh, I see another Mercer sphere. Let's go get it. Meow. Do you want to do a cat cameo? Yeah. Cat cameo. Hi. Hi. There you go. Wow, we really gotta go south. I think I might be facing an uphill battle here, because all the ones that I have picked up, I think I would have picked up the fused frames I could be wrong, or I could have missed 1 or 3. Yeah, we'll have to hope that that's what happened. I need to head south. I might not have actually come and gotten this one. So I don't remember this. Cooling system. There we go. We're good. We're good. Yay. Found it. Waha. We can stop with the hunt. We can make our level 3 minor Mark 3 for a copper node. Yippee-yay! Alright, so back to Alumina Works. Actually, just southeast of Alumina Works. So we can set up, see if that's going to be a viable location to set up the final alumina construction, final phase of alumina construction. Oh, hello. Guess we'll pick up this one since we're here. Big bugs. Nope, we raided this one. Okay, cool. I'll have to tell Mojo right after she left I found the thing. This was Site B for doing nuclear power. Actually, this still might be a good spot for a drone hub, because there's uranium behind that waterfall and plenty of room in front of the waterfall for things, or for my brain just stopped making words. Plenty of room inside, in front of the waterfall for drone docks, or whatever they're called. We'll go ahead and head south. It'd be better than trying to fly over. Oh boy. I've also been befriending as many of these as I can find. At least when they're gathered in the spot where I'm trying to build things. Because they can bring me stuff. Oof, I got a ways to go. But I'm actually going the wrong direction. I should head more west. Because the copper node we're aiming for is over there. Boop, doop, 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 doop. Yes, don't forget, I will be on Lagging Out's channel tomorrow night, streaming more Satisfactory. Might finally have our Alumina set up. And then we'll be on to the next thing, which I think is, ironically, I think it's the fused encased, or the fused modular frames. Which is going to also require nitric acid, so I might try to do 2 nodes with the same purpose, or you have a dual purpose node. Bleh. Yeah, we're almost there. This spot's gonna need some clearing out, though, I think. Because if our iron node... Oh, still ahead. Dang it. So there's our copper node. So our copper node is here. We're probably gonna need to do... We'll probably drive the tractor or the truck up. Through underneath. It's either up underneath or up and around this way up to here. But before we do that, let's go ahead and claim the copper node. Get our Mark III miner situated. Do more deforestation. Not enough space to pick up limestone. Oh, goody. We have a full... It's kind of a bummer this is on a slope. Miner Mark III. What are we short on? Oh, we're not. Okay, good. It's like, we better not be short on things. And I think we're going to aim it that way. And then, yeah, 240. I was debating on doing a push-pull train, but because I mean the distance is, I've done short distance trains before, like I've done them over here, but I'm like, a truck would be easy, would get over this terrain and not use as much. The train uses like tricky. The truck uses fuel. I'm making fuel as it is. So might as well use it. And I think a truck, well, no. A train can haul more than a truck. I don't know. We'll check the, we'll do the truck first since I've already kind of done the work to make the fuel. And if it doesn't turn out to be viable, we can look at other possibilities. Also, there's a pond down here we may play with. Alright. I think we need to do some more clearing. We need to figure out where the truck is going to park. Or drop off its stuff. Also need to figure out if I have enough actual space here to do all the constructors or whatnot that I need. Why are you not? Woo! I think I got a like or subscribe on YouTube. Thank you. Unfortunately, I cannot see who you are because I don't have any way of that knowing or unless you speak up in the chat. Say hello in the chat and I will say thank you, whomever you are. But, well, even if you don't say, you know who you are. Thank you very much for the subscribe. And be sure to go over to Lagging Out. Let me bring up the chat for that, or bring up the links, because I will be playing more of this on Lagging Out tomorrow night. Let's drop this over on the Twitch side. Drop the YouTube version. Why is that not taking? Oh, that needs to be updated to it says something other than Final Fantasy IV. Oh well. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. So that's where I'll be streaming tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern Time. Let me see here. What else is going on the Discord? Okay, I'll get an alert probably. I might get an alert via email once, or for whomever it is who just subscribed. I'm gonna have to do another ASAM sync. Or awesome sync. Awesome. I'm gonna have to sync some more awesome stuff. I'm sure that made sense in my to someone. Yes, we're about to quit for the evening if you haven't been able to tell. Let's see, that's what I want. And then drop that, and I should have kept those. Dang it, oh well. See if I can keep any of these other things I picked up. No, no cooling system or the heatsink. Wow, okay. Oh, well, that's grinding. Let's go ahead and finish off our I don't know why. Unless there's a pop-up thing and I missed it. I'll have to check the time. It's about 45 that happened. I'll have to see if there was a Botrix pop-up or something on the screen, because I can't see. We got too many windows open and OBS is behind something else and I couldn't see it to see if there was a name dropped. Hopefully there was. But while that's doing that, let's go ahead and do the MAM research. Oh, we need to get the smokeless powder. We need 4 piles for everything. We also need a stack of rubber, which I probably should not have sent into the grinder. Okay, so there's that.
Rifle and rifle ammo unlocked. A long-range weapon and rapid-fire ammunition, only to be used for the defense or acquisition of fixed property. Conveniently, this includes everything of value on this planet.
Okay, now we can do this one? Yeah. Explosive rebar. Ha ha ha.
Explosive rebar unlocked. Rebar ammo that explodes on impact. Suitable for removal of unwanted obstacles, creatures, or limbs.
Yes, we want that. Actually, we probably want the turbo rifle or ammo. Can we have this yet? Yes, we can. And I threw away computers that I could have used for that. Ding. Oh, some left over though. Finally, the last 6 slots I think are mine.
Pocket dimension inflated by utilizing numinous gel hydrology channeled through an etheric spigot. Some used to say this as impossible, but the meaning of that word has long since been removed from my dictionary.
Okay, so we can wrap up most of this. Most of the research tree can be wrapped up. That might be what I do after stream and see how far I can get before I need to pay more attention to other things. So we still need, let's see if we can unlock. So we need to, in order to do that, I'm going to need this, which means I'm going to be banging away for a while. Because we need a rifle ammo. We need 1,000 rifle ammo. And 700 obelisks. So there's a lot to do. So I think this is where we're going to leave it. See you guys hopefully tomorrow night on Lagging Out. Until then, enjoy. I'll be back on my channel Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Hope to see you there if nowhere else. Until then, enjoy Satisfactory. Fair winds and fun gaming, y'all. Bye.